speaker, Eva. Okay, thank you.
Hello, hi everyone. Thank you, MC Ronnie, for the introduction. My name is Eva. I'm a CMed pharmacist, complementary medicine accredited pharmacist, means that I learn about nutrition and how to use nutrition to manage and prevent diseases, right? So very good to see so many of you here tonight because we all know tomorrow is a very big day for it's a holiday as well, but tonight you guys are still here, want to learn more about your health, give yourself a big round of applause. You can type more, send in more emoji in the group chat, right? Okay, so without further ado, let's get started, right? So today is really all about medication and nutrition. I believe that a lot of people want to know more about this too, right? Even including myself as a pharmacist. Last time I also wanted to learn about this as well, right? Because in Malaysia, of course, we are heading towards the aging society, In future, in 2056, you can see that we are going to be super age society, means that there will be more than 20% of people aging with age 65 and above, right? So is it a good thing? This one, I'm not sure. But then you can see that at the same time, Malaysian, our health is getting not so good. Yeah, more and more people getting obese. We know that when we are obese, it links to so many other diseases like cholesterol, hypertension, diabetes, and it's not just limited just by that only, right? And so many people, 1 in 3 adults got cholesterol, 1 in 3 hypertension, 1 in 6 diabetes, and the statistic also mentioned that there are still a lot more people who are not aware that they have all these health issues as well. So I believe the number is more than this, and that's why and you can see that the trend of diseases actually is getting younger. More and more people, even like 18, 19 years old also start to have high cholesterol already. This is not a very good sign, and we need to really do something about it, right? Okay, I believe that in the end of our life, throughout this whole life, that what we want is not to spend our life falling sick, right? We don't want to spend 30, 40 years of our life having sickness, taking medicine, right, or even bedridden, things like that, right? But what we want that is that we can live as long as possible with our health, with our vitality. We still have energy to go cycling, go eat char kway teow when you are 70, 80 years old, right? Isn't it? Right? If you agree with me, type 111 for me, right? That's my goal as well, right? Yeah, good to know that everyone, we are aligned, great mind thinks alike. Okay, so the idea here is to become a nutrition ambassador of your family. In every family is recommended to have one person who really fully understand about nutrition. Because when you understand nutrition, then you can take good care of your health, of not just yourself but also your whole family already, right? Okay, and when I started, when I went into study pharmacy, my intention is actually to help people to recover from illness so that they don't have to rely on medicine. That was my intention. As I go deeper into pharmacy, I learn about medicine. Okay, pharmacists are master of medication. So what is medication all about? Medication is something that affects body system and its biochemical processes. A little bit more scientific, but then just make it very simple. It's like if today you have high blood pressure, you give medicine to bring it down. If you have high blood sugar, then the medicine will help you to bring it down. If you have pain, then the painkiller will help you to relieve the pain, right? But does it solve the root cause? Maybe not, right? Most of the time, it's not, right? Because if you have high blood pressure, probably it's because of something else that's in your body that's causing it, and medication is just temporarily bringing it down. Okay, but do we need medication? Yes, of course we do. It's still a very important thing, especially for emergency. Like for example, today someone having stroke, and the blood pressure is super high, you have to bring it down. If not, the person will die immediately, isn't it? So that's why we will give high blood pressure medicine to bring down the blood pressure immediately, or even on surgery. I believe none of you here want to go into surgery without anesthetic, right? without without painkiller, isn't it? right? If you're going for labor, for ladies are going for labor, definitely you will want painkiller to help you to go through the whole labor journey, isn't it? Right? And also for infections, we have antibiotics to help us to kill off the bacteria immediately so it can recover faster, right? Okay. And but at the same time, is that this is something we couldn't avoid, which is medication is always comes with side effects and dependency, right? So this is something that I learned. My lecturer actually once told us that all medication will have side effects, you know. And at that time, to me, it's like because my intention is to help people not to rely on medicine, and I just feel like if this is like not so aligned to what I want, you know, like if today I know that when I give this something to you, I know that it's going to cause some harm to your body in another way, then why should I give it to you? You know, to me, it's always like that. It's always been my hesitation, my struggle on that. But then it's something that we couldn't avoid. That's why we always talk about like we have to weigh between benefits and the risk of the side effects. You know? Okay. So like side effects is always like linked to another side effects, you know. Like for example, if today you take painkiller, I believe all of you taken painkiller before, right? For any pain, period pain lah, things like that, right? So there's one category called NSAIDs, which is more commonly, some of the example are like Ponston, Voltaren, Simplex. You guys taken before, right? You heard of the name before. So this group of medication, when you take that medication, it increases your chance of getting gastric or even end up with gastric bleeding. You know, so to prevent that, what do we do? Then we will provide you with gastric medication to reduce the risk of that. You know, but when we take gastric medication, what is the side effect? It actually disrupt our digestion, and then end up we might have we couldn't absorb certain nutrition, especially like B12, vitamin B12, that can cause us to have anemia or even nerve issues. Do you know that? So it's like, today I got headache, so I take the painkiller, but then I end up got digestive issue, then I end up got pain nerve issue some more. You know, like why we want to have something like that. So it's just something to let you guys understand that this is um about medication lah, right? This is what I learned. Okay, and all medications will have their side effects. You know, these are some of the common medications like antipsychotic, gastric medication, antibiotic affects our gut microbiome. This one I will touch a little bit more. Like, of course, this is just a joke lah. Okay, growing one leg as a side effect of taking medicine. I think maybe if someone want to grow taller, this might sound like a good idea, huh? Okay. Just kidding. Okay. So, you know, as a pharmacist, right, I used to have many health issues, you know, during my early 20s when I was studying in pharmacy. So these are some of my health issues that I'm facing, that I was underweight, super underweight. I have a lot of people as scar, like shown here in the photo here. The pimples is like you know, like volcano. Today it grow here, tomorrow it grow there, and the next day it grow another one. It's like non-stop popping out. Okay, very low energy level that I usually at 10 p.m. I need to fall asleep already. If not, I cannot function at all. You know, means it. Okay, and I fall sick easily. And once, even for cold and flu, once I fall sick, right, I will take very long time to recover. Usually cold and flu, you will take 1 week, then you got him already settled. But then for me, it's like I can take one whole month to recover fully. You know, it's like totally cannot. You know, and serious period pain that's so serious that I couldn't walk. And certain occasions that I will black out. And I remember there's few times that my uni friend has to carry me back from university back to hostel because I totally cannot walk at all. You know, at that time I actually started thinking like I'm only early 20s, you know, I will have period until menopause, right, isn't it? So I will still have 30 over years of pain every single month. I just couldn't accept it, you know, like, and sleep issue, low bone density, you know, all these issues. Even as a medical student, I don't even know what I can do about it. You know, I don't even know how to heal myself. You know, like underweight, how to eat medicine to gain weight. I have no idea how to do it. I think generally everyone will say, you underweight that faster eat more lah. You know, this is like the normal reaction everyone would give, right? So, and really luckily that I get to know about nutrition. Okay, so nutrition is like this is something I heard at that time. You know, like today when we grow a tree, then this is apple tree. So we grow a tree and then the apple is growing on the tree already. You know, no matter what happened, no matter there's wind lah, there's rain lah, thunderstorm lah, whatsoever, the apple will still remain on the tree very beautifully, isn't it? Right? But if today we pluck off the apple from the tree, what will happen? The apple will get rotten in 24 hours and become very 草莓, very wrinkled the skin, right? Isn't it? So why is it so? It's because the nutrients that is supplying the apple actually got stopped already. There's no more nutrients supplying to the apple that it couldn't handle the external stress already, right? Okay, so similarly to our humans, that if today we lost our nutrition, we lost our nutritional supply, then we will die. Okay, do you think there's any medicine that can help this apple to become healthy again? The answer is very obvious. It's no, right? Okay, so what is nutrition all about? Nutrition for our human, nutrition actually comes from food. And then through our food, we eat everything. And then through our digestive system, it process and then break it down into smaller molecules. And then our body will use each and every one of it and make up our cell, our tissue, our organs, our whole body, basically. So these are what nutrition does. It supports our body functions, will build new cell, repair, daily wear and tear, our immune system, our hormones, like insulin, thyroid hormones, your immune cells, white blood cell, red blood cell, your antibodies, healthy growth development for kids, especially like even for our hair, skin, and nail, our organs, everything is made from nutrition. I believe there will be no parents who will say that, oh, my kids grow up strong and tall because I feed them medicine. I believe the parents will say, oh, I give them this kind of food lah, this supplements to help them to become so strong, right? Okay, and of course, when you have strong immunity, then it can help you to prevent illnesses as well, right? Okay, so then through that, I also understand that these are all the nutrients that our body needs. Our body needs 40 types of
There was one
nutrients.
phone here and there's another block. You know the one roadblock பண்றதுக்கு வைக்கிற the pink red color. So Appa only removed the cone. He was thinking he can park. But when he was struggling to park already.
Thank you for the roadblock update. Okay, so every single day we need these 40 types of nutrients to help our body to function, like to do all the functions that I mentioned just now, right? From protein, fats, fiber, carbohydrates, vitamin, mineral, phytonutrients, water, everything. And that's why sometimes it's like some people might take some certain supplements like vitamin C, vitamin D, or calcium, and then they don't really see much effect, right? It's because that it's not complete. Right? This is how our nutrients actually work with each other in our body. You know, it's so complex. You know, don't have to remember these charts, but you just need to know that it's super complex. And if there's one thing missing, and it causes some of for example, this vitamin C is missing, then there are a lot of things that couldn't be processed properly already. You know, lacking of one will affect production of more than 500 types of elements in our body, and then it ends up like you start to lose a lot of things in your body, right? Okay, so this is how our body actually works. You know, there are a lot of, we call it like biochemical processes going on in our body so that we can produce like, that's why from food, you know, and it can produce your hair. You know, from food it can become your muscle, it become your organ, you know. So like it's like for nutrient A, need to this just an example. Nutrient A combined with nutrient B, then it become nutrient C. Then if you have enough nutrient D, then it will become nutrient E. Then together with nutrient F, then it will become G. If for example, G represents strong health, your G force. Okay, right? So if today you're not taking enough of one of the nutrient, like for example, you're not taking enough nutrient B, then there will be no C. And even though if you take a lot of D, some people take a lot of vitamin D, for example, then but you have no B, then you have no C, then you have a lot of D, it's not going to bring you to G as well. So that's why some people when they take supplement, how come the effect not maximal effect, sometimes when I go through people's supplement list, I realize that you eat this much, you should be able to reach that level already, but how come still not there yet? You get what I mean? So it's because when you are lacking of one, you are lacking of in Chinese we say 缺一等于缺一百. When you are lacking of one, you are actually lacking a lot of things. It's not just one, but it's more than 100. Okay, so that's why having a complete nutrition is so important for our body, right? Okay, and when we are not getting enough, then our health will like there's so many things cannot be produced in our body. If on long term we allow it continuously not able to produce that thing, then we will start to show some symptoms already. This is where we call as sub-health, which is where I was during my uni time. Like it could be just minor issue. It may not kill you, like for example, frequent cold and flu, dry stool, digestive issue, anxiety, depression, period pain, all these things. It's not going to kill you, but then it's just super annoying, and then your quality of life is so much affected because of that. Because, for example, if today you got one headache, wow, a whole day cannot function, isn't it? Right? Your whole day is like, don't know, like rubbish like that, isn't it? Right? So that's why when our body starts showing this kind of signal, it means that we are actually lacking of certain nutrients already, and it's the time where we need to start taking care of what our body wants already. And if we allow it to continue, and usually most of the time when at this category people start taking medicine, which is like me last time when I had period pain, I start taking constant. It's like cover it up. Oh, no pain, like no more issue. But then it actually continues to develop even further. And if you allow it to continue, then it will become something more serious. You start to have like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and even cancer. Yeah. So that's why it's so important to really understand what our body is trying to say. This is what I really learned when I learned about nutrition. And from there, I realized that nutrition is actually the bridge that's going to bring us from unhealthy state back to a healthier state. This is what I realized. Right? Okay. And do you know that with medication itself, it also drains us a lot of our nutrients away from our body? Yeah. In pharmacy time, the left side here is what I learned. Okay, how cholesterol is produced in our body. This is what I learned. But I never get to learn the right side, which is the coenzyme Q10 here. So in cholesterol, the very common medication we use for cholesterol is called statin. Right? Anyone here has anyone who is taking statin? Can you type 111 for me? Statin, like atorvastatin, simvastatin, lovastatin, things like that, right? Okay, I believe there are a lot because a lot of people got cholesterol, right? So how does statin work? Statin actually help to block this thing here, so that end up there's no mevalonic acid, and also then there's no cholesterol. So cholesterol go down. Is it good? Very good, right? So we see our blood report very good. But then at the same time, is that how come this one also got blocked and this one also go down? What is coenzyme Q10? Coenzyme Q10 is actually like our battery for our cell. It provides energy for our cell so that our cell can do the work, their daily work. Like breathing, like your heartbeat. You want to detox. Even for moving around, we also need energy to move around. So when this coenzyme Q10 actually drop, then it will affect our energy level. That's why for statin, the most significant side effect, which we have to memorize during our study time, is that statin actually cause muscle weakness. This is the main side effects, like if you think about it, right? Muscle, our whole body also got muscle, even our heart is actually made from muscle as well. So if we take long term of statin and without understanding what it is draining away from us, isn't it a little bit dangerous as well? Right? So that's why that's when I go into take out another cert in a complementary medicine, then this is where I realized that if you are taking statin, it's very, very important that you take at least 100 mg of coenzyme Q10 every single day to make sure that you don't get the muscle weakness. Okay, this is very important. Okay, because coenzyme Q10 is even used in like heart surgery. Once the surgery is done, doctors usually will prescribe like 300 mg to improve the survival rate of the patient. So it's super, super important. And then that's why, and plus as we age, this level also drop naturally as well. So it's even more important for us to replenish coenzyme Q10, right? And of course, other medicine, they also drain off nutrients as well, right? This is just some few example only, right? Okay, so from master of medications, I learned to become the master of my own health, from all the issues that I mentioned just now. I just started to apply whatever nutrition knowledge that I learned. Okay, in few months time, basically I solved almost everything in my the health issues already. My period got no more pain even until today. I think more than 14 years. 13 years, no period pain. But it's not to say that I don't get all this issue again. Like sometimes, occasionally, I still have period pains. Occasionally, I still have pimple popping out. But then it's that at that time, I already learned how to manage my own body. I understand what my body is trying to tell me, and then if today got pimple pop out, I know exactly what I need to do. Maybe because I last few days I ate too much fried food lah, too much sugar lah, or didn't sleep well, sleep late lah. That's why now I know how to manage it and bring it back down again. Bring it back to a healthier state again, right? Okay. And recent year, we learned that all diseases begins in the gut. Even though it starts from Hippocrates, but then in recent year, there are more and more research about gut health already. Because gut health is really not just about digestion anymore. It's about every single thing in our body, including your metabolic health. It's like how our body burn fats, how our body manage cholesterol, your sugar level, things like that. Your immune system, 70% of your immune system is actually in your gut system. Inflammation issue. You guys know what is inflammation? If you know, can type 11. If don't know, can you type 222 for me? Just want to know your understanding. Very good. Diona, you understand. Mandy also understand. Lindy also understand. Okay. Okay, so everyone understand inflammation. Okay, so inflammation is actually one of the causing a lot of health issues, especially like autoimmune issues like arthritis, asthma, also inflammation issue, skin problem, eczema, rashes, things like allergies, all this related to inflammation issue, cognitive function, your brain as well, your stress level as well, weight management, obesity, skin health, basically our gut handles so many things without you knowing. Okay, that's so interesting. And one of the concept I would like you guys to understand is leaky gut. Okay, this is our gut. We look at the top part first. So this is our gut cells, the intestine cells. So inside our intestine there is all the foods bacteria, toxins allergens whatever we put into the mouth, everything go in, right? Okay, it will exist here. So and then whatever, so our intestinal cells, they will select nutrients and water, whatever our body wants, nutrients and water to pass through, go into our blood, and then get sent to all over to our body. Okay, this is how our intestine works. You can see that between the intestinal cells, there are tight junctions here. Okay, this tight junction is very, very important because it helps to bind the cell very close to each other, so none of the things inside your gut can pass through without filter. Okay, so that means the cells will allow nutrients, water to go through, but they will keep the bacteria, allergens, toxin, everything outside. Okay, and then you get bowel movement to clear it out, right? But nowadays, a lot of people is having this leaky gut issues, which that the tight junction actually open up. Like open up already. So then everything can go in without filter. Your toxin line, bacteria, allergens can go into your blood as well. What will happen? Imagine today someone inject poop into your blood. Example, but this is actually quite similar. Someone inject bacteria into your blood. Is it dangerous? Yes, it can cause a lot of inflammation issue. This is where actually all the inflammation issues starts, all the health issues starts from, because leaky gut, right? So some of the symptoms are leaky gut, not just digestive issue. Some IBS, some people got IBS, not sure. Inflammatory bowel syndrome. That's they will have diarrhea or sometimes very bad constipation alternately. This digestive issue or get bloated, constipation, things like autoimmune diseases, like I mentioned just now, chronic diseases, disorder, long-term issues like kidney issues, blood pressure issue, cholesterol issue, skin problem. More and more kids nowadays are born with eczema, rashes, and for the past few generations that we seldom heard kids having allergy, eczema issue, isn't it? But then nowadays it's so common that even there's feel many times people tell me that, oh, every kid sure got eczema issue, and it's like accepting it as a norm already, which to me is like it's not supposed to be like that, isn't it? Right? So we are supposed to have beautiful skin when we are born, right? So food allergy, sensitivity, nutritional deficiency, brain immune disorder, more and more people having depression, mental issues, body and joint pain. This is like everything so common now, including cancer as well. Cancer is so common. Most last time it's like super rare. Wow, got someone got cancer. It's like wow, like very big news already. But now it's like, oh, cancer. Oh, you also got. I also got. What has been changing in our health industry, isn't it? Right. That's why I also a bit sad lah. Right. That's why I try to educate more people about health because of this. So and just want to show you guys one thing about antibiotics and how it impact our gut health. Last time, of course, a lot of diseases is start from bacterial viruses, right? So when there's attack, it's just like a pandemic, like COVID, like that. So kill a lot of people last time, right? So that's why people develop antibiotic that time. So around 1950, we start to have antibiotics already. So for the past 50 years, from 1950 to 2000, because of antibiotics, that we are able to reduce the rate of infectious disease, rheumatic fever, hepatitis A, TB, tuberculosis, all this actually reduced already. But at the same time, you can see that from 1950 to 2000, these 50 years, there's a rise in all the autoimmune diseases. Multiple sclerosis, Crohn's disease, type 1 diabetes, asthma, all this. What is happening? When we take in antibiotics, it actually kills off a lot of bacteria in our body, and it disrupts our immune system. That our immune system don't know how to recognize self and enemy anymore. That's why it start attacking our own self, that's why it's called autoimmune disease. Autoimmune means sendiri attack sendiri. So there are more and more cases like that. Some you don't even know what kind of disease is that, but it just exists. It's just autoimmune, And this is really related to antibiotic usage, and because of our gut health as well. right? So that's why to really if you really want to solve your health issues, then going for a gut reset, resetting your whole gut system is very, very important, right? So that you can take care of your gut health, and at the same time you boost up your nutrition level and manage back your regulate back your hormones, and then so that your whole body can start recovering already. Okay, so for example, this idea, there's this identical twins. They have the same DNA, but then they have different size of body. One is slim, one is obese. Okay, then the scientists actually go into their gut system and take out their bacteria and found that actually the bacteria in the obese and the slim, the lean twin actually are different. So they take out the bacteria and put into the mouse. The mouse, have both groups of the mouse, they feed them with the same type of food, low fat, high fiber diet, which is healthy diet. Okay, so the mouse that received the obese bacteria become obese, but the mouse that received the lean bacteria remain lean. This means that actually bacteria actually affects a lot of things in our body, and this is just an example. And there are examples like for people after menopause. There's this research in Japan that they test on a group of people having postmenopausal, means women after women after menopause, and then they found that this group of people, they actually don't experience menopausal symptoms. Okay, and it's because there's bacteria in their gut that is able to produce something similar to our hormone, female hormone estrogen. Okay, so and during that whole research, right, there's one particular lady, because it's COVID time, so she got cold and flu and she took antibiotic. After she took the antibiotic, suddenly she got all the menopausal symptoms coming up because she already lost the bacteria that helped her to produce the hormone. So this is a lot of how significant it is to really take good care of our gut health and all the bacteria. Okay, and one of the key bacteria I would like to mention is AKK, Akkermansia mucinifera. In short, is AKK. It is exactly the lean bacteria in this research. The lean bacteria found in this research. Okay, so what does it do? It's actually they found that it's highly abundant in lean and non-diabetic individuals, and people who are healthier actually the people who are lean, non-diabetic, and healthier actually have more this species of bacteria in their gut system. Okay, so for people who easily put on weight, probably your body is lacking on this bacteria. Okay, and it's not just on obesity and blood sugar control diabetes, it's also involved in metabolic syndrome. All the research are still going on for all these areas, inflammation, aging as well. Even in cancer therapy, like AKK is found to be able to increase the effectiveness of immunotherapy, which is very common in cancer therapy. Okay, can improve the cancer therapy outcome, and even in neurodegenerative diseases. So this is in future is going to be so important, and you guys are really blessed that you get to know about it now, and I also find myself very blessed. So you can start taking care of yourself already, right? And also this is diversity, because in our gut system there are few thousands of species of bacteria, and scientists found that people with more diverse, more different types of species in their gut actually are healthier, more slim, and then happier as well. Okay, people who are not so much diversity, they are actually overweight, obese. And how to cultivate all this, how to cultivate the diversity, is about the food that we put into our body. The more variety of food that you put in, then you can create more diversity. You can cultivate more different types of bacteria, because bacteria, they are so cute. Each and every one of them has the favorite food. One like durian, one like banana, one like celery. So if you eat a variety of food, you can actually grow them inside your body, right? And the more you have, the healthier you are. Okay, so from the medication, so with the discovery, with the understanding of gut health as well, I see because at this stage, 2021, I thought that very good already. I'm already very good. Okay. So but then I never expected that when gut health comes in, when I start taking good care of my gut health, there's even further transformation of myself. Okay, not just on skin, maybe you can only see skin, but then I see myself having more energy level, and then mental clarity is even better, and then I even gain weight even more. Here I gain weight until like 44, 45 kg, from 39 to 44, 45. And here I actually gained until 50 kg already. Just because of taking care of myself and learning how to manage myself. Okay. And also helping my family to become better. This is actually my brother. He has this eczema, very, very bad eczema issues for more than 20 years. As a pharmacist, usually I can get a lot of because I used to work in a community pharmacy, I get a lot of samples from supplier, all these creams this good for eczema that one steroid cream so I bring back everything for him. He tried, it does effect, but then it doesn't last long. It doesn't really solve the whole issue of his leg, this eczema, and then it still keep on coming back, and to a certain extent it actually become even worse and start bleeding already until he also don't know what to do. But then when I understand about gut health and then he start to take good care of his gut health, everything changed. And now it's subsided really under control. And even for my sister-in-law, her cholesterol actually reduced without medication in 2 months' time from 3.24 to 2.58, which is back to within range. This LDL. Yeah, LDL level. Okay. And this is my friend. My friend, she also has a very, very bad eczema issue on her hands. She said it was so bad until because it's bleeding as well, so bad that she couldn't even hold a pen. She couldn't feed her kids. She got 3 kids, couldn't feed the kids. And then for 1 whole year, she suffered like that. And because she worked in a custom narcotic department. Narcotic department means you are facing drugs, facing drugs. And then she was so distressed that there's one day she was handling the drugs, and then she said, why not I just take the drugs? It's a joke, but then I believe that at that moment it's really very, very, very hard for her, very painful for her that like totally don't know what to do. If she even went to see doctor, she spent 5,000 on injection, medication, creams, didn't work at all. So and now it's like just by taking care of nutrition, gut health, and then within 1 month, her hand is recovered. You see, this is the power of hand. Look at the hand, okay? And I'm really happy about it, right? And this is another friend. She was only 26 years old 2 years back, and of course, one thing, she's overweight, and when she do the body composition test, her body age is 45 years old. Oh my god. And visceral fat is 7.5, which is pretty high for girls, right? And for her age, it is very high as well. And then she went to do a DNA test and found out that there's fatty liver in her body. There's high chance of stomach cancer, inflammation, short memory, high metals, high radiation. I didn't know radiation nowadays. A lot of radiation from phone, from PC, everything. Variety of virus, bacteria, parasite in the gut. This is like not a very good thing. Like for 26 years old, it's like so many health issues, right? And the doctor that time actually prescribed her 90 days treatment, all this, and she has to write down this is the dosage, It's so complicated. I also don't understand what is all these things, but it's just she really do it herself. And of course, at the same time, she understands she need to start to eat healthier. So she start eating healthier herself. This is the meals she take. And then she managed to lose some weight, but then you can see that after she lost weight, she still look like very lethargic. She's not able to um she still look lethargic, like tired, like, you know, you look at her eyes, it's like, you know, she's tired, you know, like, you know, went through what kind of, but then when we help her on the gut health, you know, and you can see that her skin glow is actually there. She's more energetic. She said previously she couldn't even help her mom to carry things, you know. 26-year-old cannot help her mom to carry things. This is like, what kind of body is that? But then now she's able to carry things for her mom already. She feel more energetic, better glow, happier as well. And but you can really understand that, of course, a lot of times like we try to eat healthy, right? I believe everyone here, you come into here today because you want to be healthier, so you know how to practice healthy eating, everything, right? But then with extra taking care of your gut health and boost up your nutrition level, you can see a even higher level of improvement in your body. So this is what we actually look into, and we wish to help more people about it, right? And you know, of course, medicine and nutrition is still something that still play a very important role in our life. Just that the concept, the idea is not to pass the responsibility to medicine and doctors, to healthcare professionals, or not to pass that health responsibility to healthcare professionals, because there are some people have this mindset, never mind lah, sick lah, later take medicine can already, or later see the doctor can already. And sometimes, you know, like some patients, it's like when the doctor is not able to help you to improve your health, then they start scolding the doctor. You know, I don't know you guys seen this kind of people before, but we experienced it before. So the idea is that to really understand that health is our own responsibility. You need to take out the own ownership itself and to understand what your body really needs, and then give what it wants so that it can help you to improve your health. Well, is it medicine or nutrition? This one you select yourself. Okay, so that's all for my sharing today. Any questions so far?
Yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, you can feel free to unmute or drop them in the chat right now, and we will let Eva answer you as much as possible as she can, and of course within our time frame.